Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that the High Guardian Spice pilot leak is legitimate.
Or likely legitimate.
It's legitimate.
It's legitimate. How is that good news?
Well, it's good news because we didn't know if it was or not, but we put the information out there in a video the other day. The bad news is it is so legitimate that Ellation and Crunchyroll's legal team reached out to us and asked us to take the video down.
Now, it is taken down, but we did not have to take the video down.
We did not have to. They asked us, and there's a right way to do this and a wrong way to do this. And I think we're going to talk more about that in this video, because we've actually had takedown requests before, and then we've had people try to bully us. In this particular case, they just asked us, since we never signed an NDA with them, we didn't even know if the information was legitimate, to take that video down, which we did. Mm-hmm. We did because they asked nicely. But we'll talk about some of the other instances we've had where people have not asked us nicely.
Yeah, and people on Twitter were like, "Well, you shouldn't have done that because they're you don't bow to bullies." This isn't about bowing to bullies because a couple things. One, they asked nicely. They really couldn't do anything though. But two, we do actually work in and around the industry with some of these people. So we have we're, as professionals, we have to adhere to some things.
Right.
We don't have to, but we should. We are. And three, it's still in a blog article someplace else, so it doesn't really effing matter.
It's already out there. The internet's already run with it, but we were kind of the, I guess, the biggest source of it. So before we get into the video, we'll talk in brief terms about what was contained therein or what you're not going to see. We're not going to give you specific spoilers. We will talk about how the video came to be and how it came to get gone, and some of the instances we've had with other takedown requests.
Right.
Both
they don't like us.
Yeah, both on YouTube and on our blogs. So before we get into that, please subscribe to Clownfish TV for more pop culture news, views, and rants. And it really is very important now that you guys subscribe because the Google algorithm has changed, and because of that, it's getting harder and harder to find channels you guys want to watch. And if you've been watching us for a while and you haven't pushed that sub button, please do so we don't lose you.
That's right.
We don't want to lose anybody.
No. I'm just looking. It only took them a couple days, too, because that was on the 5th.
That was on the 5th, yeah. So, okay, here's what happened. So, there was a Twitter user who reached out to us over Twitter, being a Twitter user, and said, hey, guess what? High Guardian Spice exists, because a lot of people didn't know if the show actually exists. There's been a lot of talk about it. We haven't seen anything, and it just sort of disappeared.
But it isn't a little bit odd that they're doing a pilot test now?
That's very weird.
Especially after it's been announced and all this other stuff. That's really strange.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about that, kind of what this means. So this user, whose name I'm not going to name, and I feel really bad because I don't think they knew they were doing anything wrong.
No, they weren't doing it to be malicious or anything.
I think this user is younger, just kind of gauging by the Twitter profile. They seem like they're at least younger than we are. And I don't think they realized that when they clicked that, accept terms button, that they were basically forbidden from even speaking of what they saw. I think they thought as long as they did not show screen captures.
Yeah, which usually that's with something like this, when it's open to screening on a wider platform, that's usually what they ask, because they can't control everybody who clicks on that.
Right. So I personally would have thought that, as long as you're not showing copyrighted footage,
you're just like telling your friend or telling people, in general terms.
Right, that you were probably safe. Apparently this was not the case. They had to take down their tweets about it.
Well, they weren't doing anything to them besides taking out their tweets.
No, they'll probably not be allowed back on the site. But the site wasn't like it was a private screening. It was actually...
That's what I'm saying.
Pilotly, I think it's called Pilotly, which is you view pilots of episodes and commercials and whatever and give feedback for points that you can use to redeem for different offers. So they're kind of in a way like paying you to sit through pilots of shows.
But I don't think you're really going to be like super enforceable kind of things.
No. I think, there's a couple things going on here. One, I think we were the first kind of like major outlet. And
we were not the one they wanted to get it.
Yeah, we're the last ones. We were kind of the first people to confirm, to YouTube that yes, High Guardian Spice is still a go. It's actually being test screened right now, and there were some plot leaks and all of that. Yeah, and I think
there wasn't much on the plot leaks.
No,
it was very, very vague.
We got, I think, at the point where we had done the video, the Twitter user had only gotten maybe 20 or 30 minutes into the video.
Oh, did you post more after that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because up at the point where we were at, all you knew was that there was rosemary and sage, which you already knew because that's out there all over the place from the pitch itself. And that she's got a cousin that's married to a woman, and apparently the guy that's not her dad's boyfriend, he thought it's her brother.
I don't know.
Or their dad and another boy, a cousin and a wife, and rosemary and sage, and somehow her mom's still alive. That's all that was said.
Yeah,
so nothing there ruins anything.
No. But it is being screened, which is kind of weird, because apparently, look, I thought this show was greenlit for 13 episodes.
Yeah, why are they just screening a pilot now?
That's a good point, because if they're just screening the pilot now, that means that they probably, again, just guessing, probably haven't committed to making more episodes yet until they see how the pilot performs. And why are they screening it for just like random people on this service? Why not go get a focus group that are actual like anime fans?
Because they don't want to know what they say.
I don't know. It does raise questions. So we put the video out there. It's out there for 3 or 4 days. I do know a lot of message boards picked up on it, both for and against High Guardian Spice, which has been very divisive. Some people are like, oh my god, what is this? And some people are like, oh my god, what is this? It is very...
It's how you say it.
Yeah, it's very Steven Universe-esque from what we gathered, and you can see that in the art style. And it made the rounds, and we were kind of the source of that. And I hope Ellation's not too tough on the Twitter user. I don't think they thought they were doing anything wrong. So this afternoon, Sunday afternoon, so we were at a family event. I checked my mail on my phone, and lo and behold, I get an email from Ellation Legal. And at first I thought, somebody's messing with us. This cannot be.
Plus, they're asking nicely, which is not the normal.
That's not normal. That's not normal. And we'll talk about some of our other cases. But they did ask nicely. They just said, could you please take this down? That user signed an NDA. We're not supposed to have this information out there yet. We're writing on behalf of Ellation, and it checked out.
They went and called their lawyer.
Well, yeah, it was a lawyer, and it was also like a team that I guess they go ferret out copyright infringing stuff on the internet. That's their job. And I checked them out. It was legit. Before I answered them.
Yeah, we're not going to name names or anything.
No, I'm not naming names because I don't want anybody like throwing shade at them. So they did ask nicely. They were doing their job. They were doing their job. It's like, can you please take this down? The user was under an NDA, and now the cat's out of the bag. And
plus, we didn't want anything else to happen to the person on Twitter.
No.
That was our main reason why we did it.
Yeah, that was the big reason we did. Because a lot of people, I said, look, we're taking it down. I said on Twitter, we're taking the video down. They reached out to us. We're going to take it down. And, people were like, why would you do that? You're just giving in to their, demands. It's like, no. They actually asked very nicely. I don't think we had, personally, I don't think we had any legal obligation to take it down. We never signed any paperwork. We didn't even know if the leaks were real. We didn't. We said that during the video. But we don't even know if this is real.
We didn't want the user to get into more trouble than that was going on. And also, like I said before, we work in the same circles as some of these places. And, just as a professional courtesy, we removed it. Now, we do expect professional courtesy from these people in return moving forward.
Yeah, well, I don't know who all they rep, but they're with Ellation and Crunchyroll. I don't know, if we're gonna.
And the video still exists, so
it does.
Just not on there.
Well, the video spread like wildfire, and apparently it's hit a bunch of message boards. It's the information, the tweets are all over the place now. Hopefully, again, I am hoping because we were nice and pulled the video down that Ellation will not be too harsh with the user who posted that information. I don't think
it really was just a misunderstanding.
Yeah,
I don't think it was malicious intent in any way.
No, and if you read their Twitter,
they actually said they liked it.
Yeah, they said they liked it, and they were also like, "Oh gosh, I didn't know I was supposed to."
Yeah, it wasn't malicious. They actually said it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, so who knows? We might be in for a pleasant surprise. Who knows? Anyway, so this is not the first time that we've had this happen, and there's a right way to ask content creators to take things down, and there's a wrong way to do it. This I think was actually the right way. They explained why they wanted it removed. They were nice about it. They asked. So we complied. We have had people not be nice.
All the time.
Recently, well, it's happened twice. Recently with DreamWorks, our channel had copyright strikes.
For nothing.
For nothing. Just for showing seconds.
It was all within fair use.
Yeah, it was within fair use.
Because that's why they got reversed, because they were all within fair use.
And this was regarding, of course, She-Ra. We would run a couple seconds of
that happened a couple times.
Yeah, anything She-Ra that had actual footage that they could use to shut down that video, they would do it. We see studios doing this more and more, and it does eventually get reversed under fair use. But what happens is, because the video gets tied up until YouTube can review it, that creator loses hits and revenue, which is the point. It's kind of like, let's take away the financial incentive.
Well, it doesn't work for us, because all we do is turn around and do another one right after it, call their shit out, and then we get both videos.
Yeah, and ironically, we did call DreamWorks shit out, and we do think it was individuals at DreamWorks who could not stand that we were not,
We're talking within minutes.
Within minutes. Like, literally, we would do a live stream. As soon as the live stream ended, it was, boom, takedown.
Well, one wasn't even a live stream. One was actual video.
As a video. As soon as we put it up, it was taken down.
Yeah, it was like, that was not like they just happened to come across the live stream. That was an actual pre-recorded video within a minute or two. Boom. That
was when they were making a big push for She-Ra. We did the trailer reaction. It was during New York Comic-Con weekend. Now, they have time when they take down a video. They have time to respond, and sometimes they give them like a week or a month. What they did is they waited until after New York Comic-Con, until after all the buzz about She-Ra, so we couldn't do any more damage, and then they released the video.
Well, that was the first time. Wasn't it the second time, like the trailer for the second season or something? They did it too?
We didn't even play the audio. We showed just a couple seconds of it. Other people were running the entire trailer, but the people who were running the entire trailer and who were allowed to run it were basically DreamWorks influencers. They were authorized influencers, and or they saw the trailer and gave it a positive reaction. We're seeing studios do this, and I was actually comparing notes with Nerdrotic, pretty cool guy, comparing notes with him the other day. Hello, if you're listening. But he said that, that Paramount was doing this, CBS was doing this with them.
I knew that they was doing it with a couple people. I knew they were doing it, but I think they were actually kind of worse.
Yeah, so there's like all kinds of stuff the studios are doing, trying to shut down dissent, and all it does is create more bad feelings.
Right, because then we just go do a video right after and talk about what shit they pulled, and then makes people more mad. Because they're like, just let people have an opinion. It might not be the opinion you like, but if you let people have an opinion, then people aren't going to come at you and be mad. And you might piss off fans less. Yeah,
because a lot of times this stuff goes away. Like, I did that video about Disney canceling Ian McDiarmid and Hayden Christensen's Star Wars panel. If they hadn't done that, if they hadn't called attention to it, people wouldn't have thought anything of it, because those two worked together on two movies back in the day.
So no one would have thought. They were just there together because they worked. I mean, actually, the Emperor spent more screen time with Hayden Christensen's character, with Anakin than anybody. So it makes sense.
In Star Wars, yeah, he had more screen time with Hayden Christensen than pretty much anybody. So, it was... nobody would have thought anything of it, but because Disney canceled it at the last minute, it looked fishy, it called attention to it, it blew up.
Well, that's because they're afraid they're going to get together and say something like, oops, we slipped up and spilled the beans, and that's what the whole thing's about.
Yeah, but...
Guess what? Now we all know there's something to hide.
Right. Again, Streisand effect, It's like people weren't paying attention until you called attention to it. But that was, with DreamWorks on YouTube, we've had, the usual run-ins that people have had with these music companies trying to claim music. We've gotten most of this stuff reversed. There's still a lot of parasites out there. Now, the big one was when we were blogging with our pop culture blogs, multiple blogs. We actually had the most aggressive company out there is actually Lego.
But it was their own fault.
It was their own fault. Lego screwed up.
They've done this a couple times.
Oh my God, they've done this so many. Lego has ruined so many movies because they have to work so far ahead, but they've ruined so many movies. They screwed up and they let the Solo logo out early before the movie had an official name, and they actually had some of the playset artwork leaked, the box art leaked months before the trailer or anything even dropped. So everybody was running with it. We put it on our blog. We're like, hey, this may or may not be official Lego. Well, sure enough, within a day,
Oh, we had that before that even. We
Mattel.
Had that, we had that with Mattel before too.
With Geeky was doing blog articles about Monster High. Monster High dolls, like years ago, she was doing like Monster High.
Oh, I love Monster High.
Yeah, well, yeah, they need to bring that back. They need the money.
Well, they ruined it.
They did ruin it. They rebooted it and ruined it. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
They rebooted it. It was brand new and they rebooted it.
Mattel has this habit of
Stop
doing
rebooting
that.
things.
Stop rebooting things people like. Just run with it. So we actually, instead of them reaching out to us, I think Lego actually reached out to us directly.
Yeah, they
were not nice. No. They were like, we demand that you take down these images within 48 hours or whatever.
Because they were trying to keep themselves from getting sued probably for leaking it.
Yeah, because Lucasfilm, Disney was going to come after them and be like, WTF.
But guess what? Even if everybody took them down, it's still out there somewhere.
It's out there somewhere. So we took it down, but they were very demanding, and I was like, what a bunch of assholes. You know, it wasn't Lego themselves, but whatever law firm they had.
Yeah, because we worked with Lego before, and Lego themselves aren't jerks.
But
the law firm was probably flipping out because I'm sure they were getting threatened.
Yeah.
Because of what happened.
So can you imagine? They had to go out to all these blogs and tell each of them, dig up a number or dig up an email address and tell each of them the same spiel. It was like a copy and paste.
How much did that cost Mattel, I wonder?
I don't know.
Lego in that case.
Lego. Oh, Lego, yeah. So that was Lego. Again, this is not Lego themselves.
I mean, the legal fees. If they are charging by the hour to dig all that stuff up.
And there were dozens of blogs that had it.
Yeah.
So we took it down. They were very threatening, very not nice. I'm like, I'm not even. We want to avoid any imperial entanglements.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Lego themselves, we've never had any problem.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty cool, but their legal team was like, dang.
So we took that one down.
Should have hired them.
Yeah, really. The worst one we ever had was actually Mattel. Again, not Mattel themselves, but whichever law firm like handles their IP. They actually went. They didn't go to us. Like, you could contact us on the blog. There was no, like, it was very easy to get a hold of us. No, they went to our ISP.
Oh yeah.
They went to our ISP over a freaking one Monster High photo.
It was one picture.
One Monster High photo went to our ISP. I get a nastygram from our ISP that basically says, you either take this picture down or we're going to pull the plug on your site because they're threatening legal action.
We had our site up for years.
And I was like, what in the holy overkill is this? So yeah.
And it wasn't even that big a deal. It wasn't like, ooh, super surprise.
And then like a month later, they announced it like San Diego Comic-Con anyway.
But everybody already knew about it.
You know?
And there was other, I think the other sites still had it up.
Yeah, other sites still had it.
I was like pissed because I'm like, what the heck? We didn't know there was anything that was supposed to be wrong with it because it wasn't something that no one knew about.
I think what happens a lot of times is when they get a lawyer involved, people buckle when they see a law firm. It doesn't mean that it's actually enforceable. It doesn't mean that people are actually going to follow through with a lawsuit.
We wrote this all the time, yeah.
Yeah, now we've learned...
McLawyer out of like a strip mall and where, like Kentucky?
Yeah, you can hire a lawyer to draft you a letter for a couple $100, you know. But we get people, everybody's like, oh, I got a lawyer. It's like, yeah, okay, good for you. Are you going to do more than send us a threatening letter? Because a threatening letter that's not actually a lawsuit. Doesn't mean you're actually going to sue. Doesn't mean you're actually, you have a case or you're going to spend the money to sue someone. It's very expensive. So I think these other blogs, the reason they didn't comply is we were younger and more naive, and they already learned all the tricks, and they're like, hell no, we don't need to take it down. So we
would have, even if they asked us nicely, we would have been like, oh, okay.
They would have asked us nicely. So that is, I guess, the lesson from the High Guardian Spice pilot leak debacle. IP holders, if you're going to try to get somebody to work with you, be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice.
You're catch more flies with honey type thing. I mean, and then, we're more willing to, listen to you if you're not nice and if you're not coming at us like, sue you.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Yeah. So I don't think we were legally required to take it down, but we did it simply because Elation's legal team.
Well, and we really didn't want the other guy to get in more trouble.
No, I didn't want the other guy to get.
So.
Yeah, he was already in trouble, I think. So hopefully
we didn't want anybody to get in trouble over it. And also, apparently, read your NDAs because apparently in this case it was any leagues could count it as talking about it.
Yeah, I think they thought
sometimes it doesn't. A lot of times it doesn't, but this time it did.
Yeah. So that is it. That's what happened to High Guardian Spice pilot. We can say without going into spoiler territory, the show, or at least a pilot, does exist. It is in fact being screened.
We weren't really spoiling anything anyway.
No, all the
stuff they already knew.
They already gave it out in the plot synopsis, but it is legit. It is happening. we can confirm High Guardian Spice is happening. Just don't
Yay.
look for just you're not gonna find many spoilers. I don't think. I think they're trying to wipe them off the internet. So. All right, so we're going to wrap this one up?
Yeah, there's nothing else we can say.
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on Clownfish TV. And we'll probably review High Guardian Spice when it officially comes out.
Oh, I know we will.
When it officially comes out. So we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.